Hello, I'm Shresh from Mectronics Marketing Services. Today I'm going to talk about our intelligent compact counter screwdriver from Sudong. This is called the BC series. The model number for this screwdriver is BC6000L. It's a trigger based screwdriver. It also comes in push start. In the system, there's a screwdriver, there's a power supply, which digital input and outputs for making PokeYoke jigs. So I'll tell you some features of the screwdriver now. We can what this screwdriver has is you can set the minimum number of laps and the maximum number of laps for screws. So what happens is if your operator doesn't tighten it fully, it will show that there's incomplete tightening and it will show NG. Then if the screw goes in diagonally, so there'll be an error called screw jamming. What happens is when in screw jamming is that the torque is achieved but the angle is not achieved, so a screwdriver will show NG. In the third case, there'll be screw hole slippage. What it means is the screw will go in fully but the torque will not be achieved, so a screwdriver will again show NG. Then there's option for soft start and soft break. What happens is when you are screwing, the bit doesn't sit properly on the screw. So in this case, there's scratching on the screw. To prevent that, there's soft start, and to increase torque repeatability, there's soft break. Then there's an option called reverse lap. What can you do is you can screw in fully and then open the number of rotations you want. So it comes in handy for people who are making MCBs and connectors, so that they use self-threading screws, so they can tighten it fully to thread the thread properly and then open 2 laps of it, so that the person who will be using it, the electrician, will have it easier to open the MCB screw. Then there's options for setting the number of screws, which can be all the programs can be set up using this interface. There's a beeper here and there's OK and not good also here. Then there's option for setting the total time for the job. There's option for setting the time for each screw. There's an option for setting time between different screws. So using all this, you can optimize your process and cycle time. Then there's various other parameters which you can set in the screwdrivers, which we can talk about. Then here we have made a PokeYoke jig for a job. This is a job, so you can see I'll place the job inside the jig and I'll close the jig. Before closing, I'll show you there's a 3-way switch: forward, reverse and stop. So I'll put it on forward. You can see the screwdriver is not working because the jig is not closed and the job hasn't started yet. As soon as I close the jig, the job has started and you can see the screwdriver starts working. But it shows NG because it was used in the air and torque was not achieved, neither was the angle. So I'll set up the first screw. As you can see, the torque was achieved, so it shows green light. It shows 2. There was also green light here, which you can see when I do the next screw. This can be used to set up a tower light to see your process from afar. Now I'll do a screw which has been very less height. So you can see it shows not good and the counter doesn't decrease because the angle was not achieved but the torque was achieved. Now this screw, the angle will be a lot more than setup, so it will also show NG. As you can see, it was showing NG and the counter hasn't decreased yet, and it is letting me open the jig, even though I have tightened 4 screws. Now you can see this screw was tightened perfectly, shows green light. The job has been done, so I'll be able to open the jig, remove my part, put it again, put another part for the next job, and start using the jig again.